Hello, everyone, and welcome to Session 3 of the Global Black Feminist Reading Circle. My name is Randy Henderson, and I am one of the Black Feminist Reading Circle members of this online group. This session runs from January 20th until June 2nd and includes 2 week-long breaks. Our democratically selected reading material is Harriet A. Washington's book, Medical Apartheid, The Dark History of Medical Experimentation on Black Americans from Colonial Times to the Present. Our book group meets each Tuesday evening from 6:30 to 8 on the Google Plus Hangouts on Air platform. You may find the Global Black Feminist Reader Circle on Google Plus, YouTube, and Facebook, and always feel free to join us in reading our story together.
Good evening, and welcome to the Global Black Feminist Reading Circle. My name is Anita Walker, and I'm your moderator for this evening. We will summarize and discuss Chapter 12 of Medical Apartheid, The Dark History of Medical Experimentation on Black Americans from Colonial Times to Present, by Harriet A. Washington. First, let us start off by having each one of our Reading Circle members introduce themselves.
Hi, my name is Georgette Moses, and I'm coming to you from the hot South, Columbia, South Carolina.
Hi, I'm Kim. I'm in New York. Hi, everybody.
Yes, I'm Joel Jones, coming from Charleston, South Carolina. Hi, everybody.
Hi, this is Edwina. I'm here in Utah.
Hi, my name is Randy, and I'm watching from Atlanta and currently work.
And hello, everybody. My name is Michelle Odom. I am located in Brooklyn, New York, and I'm one of the co-hosts of the Global Black Feminist Reading Circle, and I invite you to learn more about us on Google Plus, where we have a community page, on Facebook, where we have a group page, and on YouTube, where you can find all of the archives from our 3 books and hangouts related to those books. So welcome. We're in session 3, which is going to run through June 16th. We'll probably take a break after that, hopefully not too long, and come back with session 4. So if you'd like to be a part of the hangout, there will be an opportunity to join later on this summer.
My mentor is standing by, and he want to yell at the group, Dr. Thaddeus Bell, and this is how the Closing the Gap in Healthcare for Disparities got started through this particular book. He just want to say hi to everybody, and everybody say hi to him. His name is Dr. Thaddeus John Bell.
Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Hello.
In the age of technology fix, the country is heading for a genetic and behavioral control of society. Who will exercise the control? Who will make the decisions about which genes are defective and which behavior abnormal? Who will make the decisions about genetic worth and prospective human beings? Jonathan Beckwith, 1974. The positive and a negative application of genetic science are seen through the lenses of America's criminal justice system in Chapter 12, Genetic Perdition, the Rise of the Molecular Biases. Harriet A. Washington also makes the case for the double-edged nature of genetic science as far as African Americans are concerned, as it has been applied in the workplace and the pharmaceutical industry. Characteristically, the dual motives of racism and profits coverage in a way that possesses special threats for Black Americans or any vulnerable or dis, uh, despised population. Today, our DNA, the carrier of genetic information, enables scientists through DNA fingerprinting to identify distinctive genetic similarities. Though not as reliable as fingerprints, DNA technology is used by our justice system to identify criminal offenders and potential suspects, by the pharmaceutical industry for medical innovations, and for many other current and potential reasons, including determining substantial suitability for certain types of employment. While it holds many promises, from tools that could release or convict to the troubled history of genetic disease fixes that may provide cures or mere stigmatization, genetics offers a corporal of medical and pitfalls for blacks, wrote Washington.
First of all, let me express my sincere appreciation for having the opportunity to speak to you guys. When Jazzy told me several months ago that you all were studying medical apartheid, I said, wow, wow.
Yeah.
So this is one of the books that it inspired me to start the program, Closing the Gap in Health Disparities for African Americans and the Underserved. And as I've said on many, many occasions, after reading the book, we tried to look at all of the reasons why the health disparities occurred, and the one that I felt like I could really make an impact was the health literacy piece. And so we are a little bit ahead of the curve because those folk who have been studying disparities recognize that the health literacy part is very, very important. But the thing that has not happened is that many health insurance companies still do not appreciate that what teaching people about hypertension and diabetes, just common sense kinds of things, how important teaching people about that is. So as I look back on it, it was a good move. We still are trying to do a whole lot. In fact, just today I was in the studio producing health tips. A lot of the health tips that I do produce are really driven by what I see in my office. And you would not be, well, now that you are students of this conversation, you would not be surprised to hear that many of the things that continue to drive the health disparities have a lot to do with the myths and untruths that continue to be very, very prevalent in our community. So with all that said, I really do applaud you all in studying this. I hope that it will make an impact on you as it has on us. And I would be remiss if I did not mention how much of an impact it made on my daughter Tanisha, who recently passed away. After she read the book and really started really appreciating what health literacy brought to the table, she became very passionate about the subject. So anyway, enough said. Thank you all very, very much for allowing me the opportunity. Yes.
My name's Michelle Odom. I'm one of the co-hosts of the Reading Circle.
Okay.
And I've already finished the book, and I guess I would say that I think what it did for me and what it's doing for all of us is scaring the bejesus out of us.
Right.
But it's not really giving us practical information about, how to protect ourselves. Would you be willing possibly to come back in June and facilitate a segment on health literacy and kind of help us think that through?
Yeah, I'll be more than happy to, and maybe we can even set up some of the things that I've done online. If you go to YouTube, I have over about 100 videos of talking about things that show up in my practice that I like to talk about. They're really not rocket science things. For an example, the importance of taking your medications every day. We continue to see that as being a major reason why the disparities exist. And I'm talking about people who have funds, have insurance, are intelligent, at least about most things, but still don't understand that if you have high blood pressure, if you don't take the medicine every day, you're likely to have a stroke. Something as basic as that, because they get a lot of information from other folk that you don't have to take it, that kind of thing. So yeah, I'll be more than happy to do that. I think that'll be fun.
Thank you.
Doctor.
Okay.
May I ask you a question? How do you spell your name?
Thaddeus. Thaddeus John Bell.
Hey, one thing I
Thank
want
you very much.
is tell no, go ahead, Doc.
Go ahead.
Tell everyone, what part of the country you come from.
Oh, I'm from well, I was born and bred in Columbia, South Carolina. I've been living in Charleston now for about 40 years. I went to the Medical University of South Carolina in 1972, and in fact, that's where I was really exposed to the disparities, and I really couldn't understand during the time that I was a medical student several things. Number one, why did African Americans appear to be the sickest of all of the groups of people that we took care of? Why did we appear to be the sickest? Why did our problem list, why was our problem list made up of 10 active medical problems? But the other thing that became very apparent to me and really stirred my soul was that I went into a profession that was supposed to be about taking care of people, not being prejudiced, and just taking care of people. And that was the furthest thing that I found from the truth. So I really had to struggle with going into a profession that I thought was about taking care of people, and then finding out that we had this horrific history of not doing what we had pledged that we were going to do, that we were going to treat everybody the same, that we were going to do the best that we could for everybody, when that was the furthest thing from the truth. So I struggled with that for a long, long time. And so when I graduated from the medical university and finished my residency, and then got invited back to come to the medical university, I recognized that one of the things that I could do to help decrease the disparities was to increase the number of African Americans in the healthcare profession in general. I'm not talking about just medicine. I'm not talking about just being physicians. I'm talking about being nurses, being dentists, being healthcare administrators, being African American researchers. We all need to play a role, and of course that was one of the things that caused me to create the scholarship that we now have at the Medical University, by the way, which just got endowed about last year, and which Jazzy played a major role in helping us set up. So we have that scholarship. I'll tell you something. I'll tell you this, and then I'll be quiet. Just today, I got a letter from one of my very good friends who was the dean, who made me aware that it costs students about $36,000 a year to go to medical school. Now, most medical students are just like me. They're first generation healthcare professionals. So we didn't come from deep pockets.
Yes.
You know, my father was not a healthcare professional. My mother was not a healthcare professional, even though I did have a first cousin. But most of these young people, you know, are coming, they're first generation health professionals. So they don't have this kind of money. While they have the academic talent to be able to do it,
Yes.
they don't have the dollars. So that's why we created the scholarship. And the other thing is we found out that that disparity is not only just for medical students, but it's for nursing students, it's for
Yes.
dental students, it's for students who want to enter the healthcare profession in general. So that's why we are spending a significant amount of time trying to increase the scholarships at the medical university. By the way, that scholarship is just for African Americans. It's not for any other students. You have to be of African American descent to get that scholarship. And the reason
Is it national?
no, it's just for students that want to go to the medical university.
Right.
And the reason that we did that is because when I went to medical school, there was no scholarship for African Americans. I mean, when I went to school, African Americans couldn't even get into medical school. You know, it had to be a special act of Congress in order for them to start accepting us. But that's a whole nother story altogether.
Yeah.
So,
Well,
so anyway, that's pretty much my story, and I'm sticking to it.
Okay.
Well, let everybody say hello to you. And I'm in Brooklyn, New York, but I've lived all over the country, so really I'm just an American.
Oh, okay. Very nice to meet you.
And
All right.
Anita.
My name is Anita Walker. I live in Connecticut, and I'm so happy to see you here this evening. This is a pleasant, pleasant surprise.
Well, thank you very much. I'm happy to be here.
And we look forward to having you back, for sure.
Absolutely, we'll come back and I'll get a chance to maybe play some of the audios and play some of the videos. And frankly, some of the things that I'll play and show you, you'll laugh at, because you very well may be victims of some of the same things that I try to address. And so it'll be a teaching experience for you too.
Oh, we'd love to have you. I can't wait.
Okay. All right. God bless, and you all take care.
And Georgette, don't leave yet.
Yeah.
Oh, we have one person?
Oh, yeah.
Well, I'm pleased to meet you, Dr. Bell, and I'm so very proud of you. I'm in Columbia, South Carolina.
Oh, you're a homegirl.
Well, I'm a transplant, but they keep
Okay.
trying to tell me I'm Southern already.
Okay. Very good. Very good. Very good.
Yeah.
What part of Columbia do you live in?
I'm in the Northeast, off of Percival Road.
Well, I grew up in the project right there in Allen Benedict Court. That's where I grew up. I'm a product of the projects, and so I'm very proud of that. And I went to C.A. Johnson High School in Columbia.
Okay, I know where that is.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay.
Kim.
Anybody else?
Kim.
Hi, Dr. Bell. I am Kim, and I'm in Brooklyn, New York. And thank you so much. And I think you might find me on some of your tapes doing some silly stuff. So
Okay.
we're really looking forward to hearing and seeing more of you. Thank you.
Okay. Yeah, I would encourage you to go to our website and sign up for our newsletter that comes out once a week. It's a newsletter that I write, and I address some type of issue. I take a different perspective as an African American physician who's seeing patients, and it's very short, and we write it so that people can understand it. So sign up for our newsletter. I think you will enjoy it.
Will do. I'll do
Okay.
And Edwina.
Hi, Dr. Bell. I'm a former patient of Dr. Jeffrey Henry Watson at the Watson Clinic in North Oakland, and he's promoting, you know Dr. Watson?
No, I do not. No, I do not.
Okay. Well, he's on your both have the same agenda, promoting healthcare professionals in the Black community.
Right, right. Very good. Very good.
And thank you, Edwina. And finally, Randy Henderson has joined us. Randy's the other co-host. Just introduce yourself, Randy.
Hi, my name is Randy, and I'm watching from Atlanta and currently work. So.
Okay.
Okay. Very good. Yeah, I have some ties to Atlanta because I went to Atlanta University. Well, it's called Atlanta. It's called Atlanta Clark now.
Yeah,
but yeah, I got a master's from Atlanta University.
Okay.
Yeah.
HBCU.
Yeah. And of course, I have a daughter that's I have a daughter that lives in Atlanta. Yeah. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
What part?
Yeah. It's a new section of Atlanta. I've only been there about a half a dozen times. I'm sorry, I'm blocking on the name of the part, but it's okay. It's over near the airport.
Oh, okay. I know what you're talking about. I don't know the name.
Over near Campbell Road. Over near Campbell Road.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know it either.
Randy, Dr. Bell started a program called Closing the Gap in Healthcare to encourage and support minorities in going into the field. And Joel does some work with him, or Jazzy, as he is known in his other life.
Well, you know, one of the things, I'll say this and then I'll stop. You know, one of the things that I have particularly enjoyed is being able to motivate and stimulate people to embrace my compassion as much as I have. And I think that it's really kind of interesting because Jazzy probably knows about as much about health disparities as most people. And so it really has been very, very nice to watch him grow into the subject, you know, and so that's very rewarding to me. So anyway, but listen, God bless you guys, and y'all take care.
Thank you so much, and you have our condolences.
Well, thank you very much. I appreciate that.
Thank you. Have a pleasant evening.
All right, bye now.
Health is your wealth.
Okay.
All right, thanks. Take care. Yes, sir.
Well, that was very
Yes,
sir.
Yes, it was.
very.
Well, that's my mentor, Dr.
thank you,
Thaddeus John
Joel.
Yeah.
Jazzy.
Yeah. That's all. That's all for men now. That's what we do is close the gap in healthcare. So.
Yeah, thanks, Joel.
Yeah,
Thank y'all for allowing him to speak. I speak of him so much, and he has been such a great influence. So he's the reason why I went back and got a master's in human services, and I started volunteering for the charity and then the jazz festival and stuff like that. So yeah, he's a good guy. He really is. And the thing about him is a lot of people don't know. You just heard him talk about mentioning the passing of his daughter. She was 33 from cancer, but her other son, his son, died in the 1990s from a staph infection. He was a Morehouse grad. He was 21 years old. So so he's going through now, and with his daughter Tanisha, that was 33, and then his namesake, that's the scholarship is named after his son. So that's what keeps him moving, is doing the work of closing the gap in healthcare, the charity, and providing scholarships.
Wow.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. I'm sorry to cut off track. But yeah.
No, it's good, and really, I look forward to having him come back when we finish the book, and kind of help us.
Okay. Oh yeah, he'll do that. He that's what he does. He speaks. If you see, he has hundreds of videos. When I worked for the charity, we're on about his health tips on about like 9 radio stations here throughout North and South Carolina, and he's on 2. He's on 2 television stations here as well, and soon to be on jc108.com out of the Atlanta area as well. Okay.
Cool.
Okay.
Wow.
I sent Dr. Bell our notes to, all our agendas, and he was very impressed with the scholarly way that we approach the book. He said he's not seen anybody break down this book, and he said he's saving them, because he can use it as reference. So